Today I want to talk to you just a little bit about Legos. Oh wait, no, tapestry weaving. Tapestry weaving is just a little bit like building a brick wall. In one respect, it's like a brick wall because it starts at the bottom and each pick builds on the next one until you get to the top. In fabric weaving, the interlacement of fibers is more even and you can see both the warp and the weft, something like this. In tapestry weaving, the warps have more space between them, and this allows the weft to pack down and completely cover the warp. To make this structure sound, it's built from bottom to top. There's another way that tapestry is sort of like building a brick wall. One of the questions I get from my students a lot is, how do I lock the wefts together when they meet when you're doing meet and separate? The answer is that you do not, and yes, there are little holes formed. The kind of tapestry we're practicing is called slit tapestry. That means that every time a little weft relay happens, actually there is a tiny hole. We're just going to be moving those little holes around so you don't notice them, but it also keeps the tapestry structurally sound if you move where those weft relays are every time. So a weft relay is the place where your two wefts, and they could be the same color or different colors, come together and then move apart again. The point at which they meet is what I'm calling the weft relay. If those little weft relays line up, you will get a slit, which could become a pretty big hole. In that case, you might want to go with an interlock or do as I do and sew the slits up. But most of the time those weft relays don't line up, and so the little tiny holes that are formed are not noticeable. Anyone remember playing with Legos, maybe as a kid, or maybe you have a traumatic memory of stepping on them in the dark when your children left them strewn across the living room floor, maybe? Remember how you built a wall that was sturdy with Legos versus one that came apart, like this. Hi y'all, I found Legos. So if you're weaving your tapestry and you're making your Lego wall with bricks like this, where you're just stacking them up on top of each other, all lined up, that creates a wall that's very unstable because, of course, your wall is going to tip. And these are the slits in your tapestry, which can get longer and longer. Of course, I can support them by, a thing at the bottom that will help, but it creates an unstable structure. The best way to build a wall, and this is how my dad taught me to do it, is to stagger the bricks. So there's a slit here, a little opening, and I'm going to put a brick right in the middle to bridge that slit. Same thing here, slit, gap, whatever, in the edge of the wall. So then there's a little where the two bricks came together here. I can take another brick and bridge that. Lego Building 101. This creates a wall that's super sturdy. I can't bend it at all. And same thing happens in tapestry. If these are your weft relays, the points where they're meeting are different every time. This one's meeting here, this one's meeting here, this one's meeting here. That creates a nice, firm structure. And then you get to play with your Legos. When I was a kid, man, Legos didn't come in little kits like this where you could make trains. You don't have to go out and get Legos, but make your wall like this with the joins staggered versus like this where they're all lined up. But make your wall like this with the joins staggered versus like this where they're all lined up.